Alright, sitting in a Nautique here, I'm going to give you guys a quick tutorial of the screen. Starting down here, we're going to go ahead and hit that start button. What that's going to do is when you click the start button once, it's going to give power to the dash. That'll give you the ability to go through the screen, you play music, listen to it, everything. To actually start the boat, you click start one more time. Now this blue light will pop up. Once you have both blue lights, you have power going to the boat and power going to the motor. If I were to click start a third time, then the engine would actually roll over and we'd actually be running. It's kind of a three-step process there. That way, when you get into the captain's seat, you don't accidentally bump it with your knee and the boat just starts up or shuts down. So that's why that's there. But we're going to go right back into the screen. So when it first comes up, it's going to ask you, do you know the risk of operating a watercraft? If you do, you go ahead and hit acknowledge risk, or you can watch a little safety video over here to scan that with your phone. We're going to go into acknowledge risk. Looks like I actually had this set up with some settings in here earlier, so I'll get into that here in a bit. This is what you're going to be looking at most of the time. Kind of just a brief overview. Over here, you're going to have a lot of your different menus. You can scroll through and kind of navigate to different settings there. Over on the right hand side, you have a couple different options. I'll get into that in a little bit. Right in the middle, you're going to have your speedometer, your speed, your depth gauge down here, your gas gauge right there, and then a couple settings around the screen here. Basically what I'm going to do here is kind of start left to right. I'll just walk you through the screen. Over on the left hand side here, up at the top, you're going to have a lot of your vitals. So your hours, your battery voltage, engine pressure, all that kind of stuff. If the boat was actually on, you'd see all these numbers getting filled here. Down below, you're going to have two tabs. On your home screen, you're going to have two tabs. Your main tab is going to show you your plane assist and your NCRS setting. If your plane assist is on low or high, your NCRS setting will automatically adjust for you. What that does is when you take off, it'll keep the boat level so you don't get any bow rise. I would probably leave that on most of the time. Your status button here kind of gives you a quick overview of the boat in general. So right now we are on the ballast view, and you can see we actually have a couple pounds of ballast in there. We must not have completely drained it, but pretty close. We got about 14 pounds of ballast in there. Then I can go over to my lights, and you can see that all my lights are off. And then climate, all heaters are off. So it just kind of gives you a summary page of the boat there. One screen down is going to be your music screen. So this green icon is going to be all of your music controls. So your main tab here, you're going to be able to go through your source, your USB, auxiliary, FM, AM, turn off the radio if need be. Kind of navigate the different sources there. And then once you're connected, you can go forward song, back to song, play, pause. Now below is your Bluetooth menu. This is where you're going to go to enter pairing mode or Bluetooth audio devices. When you enter pairing mode, it automatically starts searching for the nearest phone. But after everybody's been connected to the boat, you can go into Bluetooth audio devices and scroll down and see whose phone has been saved to the boat. So if I was in here, this is my phone, I can click it, hit connect, and I'll automatically connect to the boat. Or if I wanted to switch it real quick, if Charlie wanted to listen to his music, we can click it and hit connect as long as he's on the boat. Zone control here is where you can actually go through and change all the different volume settings for all the different areas. So your cockpit settings, your dash, tower, and sub. So this is kind of neat. You can go through here, you can crank up your tower volume and leave everything else kind of low. So that way, if you have a rider back there, they wanted to listen to their tunes, you can crank up the tower speakers and still leave the interior speakers at a reasonable level so no one's getting blasted out on the inside. Your audio setup is where you can go through here. You can change your bass, your mid, your treble, your balance, all that. And this is your auto volume. Your auto volume, what it's going to do is when you take off, it'll actually increase and decrease with the speed of the boat, kind of drown out that engine noise back there. Next screen down is going to be your GoPro screen. So if you have a GoPro, you can connect it and sync it right up to the dash. Basically, whatever the GoPro is looking at will show up right up there. You can also go through here and go to your settings, your gallery on your GoPro, and kind of navigate the different things there. Cool feature is this GoPro auto record. If I turn that on, basically that camera will automatically start recording once we hit 7 miles per hour and automatically stop recording after we come back down under 7 miles per hour. What that'll do is eliminate a lot of missed or wasted footage if you're trying to get somebody while they're up. That way, if they can't get up in 5-6 tries, you're not going to have all that wasted footage you got to scroll through. Next screen down is your ballast screen. This one's a little different, but you're going to have your belly, port, and starboard here. So I can go in here and hit fill, 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 or fill all. Me personally, I don't use that a whole lot because if I just hit fill all, I'm not letting the boat know when to stop. So it's just going to keep filling and keep filling and keep filling. What you can do is go to your set levels, take them up to whatever level you want it to go to, and hit go to set levels. What that'll do is once the boat hits your set level, in this case 20%, the pumps will automatically shut off for you. So that way you don't have to remember to go in there and turn the pumps off or anything. And what I use even more than that are the rider presets, which I'll get to here in a second. Your overview screen, overhead screen is going to just again show you an overview view of the boat, how much weight you have in any tank. Really cool feature here is your ballast shift. Ballast shift's a really neat one. Whenever you guys are driving, let's say you got 5 people sitting on the left side of the boat and only the driver on one, the boat's going to be a little crooked. So what you can do is go in here, tap this, and every tap is 50 pounds. So you can tap it 6 times, add 300 pounds of weight to that side of the boat, and there you go, kind of help you level out. Next screen down are going to be all of your lighting switches, or your lights and your toggle switches. So you got your courtesy lights, your overhead lights, your docking lights. Go through, turn them all on or off there. Your climate is going to show you your air and water temperature, as well as your heater. So this is where you go turn on your heater fan, if you got that option. Your features tab here is pretty neat. If you ever forgot where something is, like in this case a 12-volt outlet, this will actually show you where they all are on the boat. You can go your aux input, your USB ports, your batteries, your T-handle drain plug. It'll kind of show you where everything's located. Next one down is your rider presets. Excuse me. What your rider presets are going to allow you to do, scroll through here to Wakeboard Pro, Wake Intermediate, Wake Novice, even go down to Wake Surf, hit activate, and everything will go into those desired presets. You can actually even go in here, hit new user, type in your own name and your own personal settings. That way every time you go out, the wave is exactly how you'd like it. Next screen down is going to be your GPS if you have that option. You can actually pull up a full map. It'll show you exactly where you are. We're in a concrete building right now, so it probably won't pull up here. But this one does have that option or that feature engaged. All the way down here is settings. Over on the right hand side of the screen here, you're going to have your vitals and your switchboard. The vitals are just going to again give you all the vitals that were up here, like your oil pressure, engine temperature, all that. Air and water, and your speed control or your cruise control. Your switchboard is just basically a favorites list. So this is going to be your most used settings. So let's say we never use the Bluetooth or the radio source that much because we always keep it on Bluetooth. I can go in here and hit this little pencil icon, change my radio source to, let's say, my boat heater fan. That way, whenever I get in the boat, if I wanted to turn on the heater, I can just reach up, click that, or on or off, instead of going through to the toggle screen, going to climate, and then turning it on. It's just a quick way to access the stuff that you use most on the boat. And you can change any of these to any setting on the boat.